Hello guys, welcome back. Konnichiwa. Herzlich willkommen. So guys, update here on Xpeng, ticker XPEV. I give you here my full chart analysis and the price level update since we had here the expected breakout. I show you what I mean by that. I released here a video by the end of August where I already talked about here a potential squeeze for Xpeng, and now the squeeze started, not a big short squeeze, but at least we could make some profits here or make some gains here. When we see where the price traded here, when we had not our all-time low, but when we came back here to the bottom price range where the bullish algos are waiting here, we had a very nice pump from more than 100%. Yeah, I give you here full chart analysis, guys. This is of course not financial advice. So when we zoom in, we see that Xpeng already had one breakout attempt. The overall chart, when we zoom out here in TradingView, guys, is of course not super bullish. Yeah, we had the IPO price here in the $15 range, or I think here $20 was the IPO. Then we had here a very nice pump to $74.49, and since then Xpeng could not recover from that or not hold these kind of price levels, which means for now the make it or break it resistance price level is here somewhere between $20 and $15 or $17. I show you of course all the price levels here in a second, but what we can see is that we still have here a very bullish support here between $7 and $6, and again once more this has been confirmed. So let's now enable the drawings, and it is much more clear for you what is going on here. It was, as I said, quite predictable that we see here a breakout. I will switch off the indicators here. So guys, because what I identified here for Xpeng is this kind of trend channel pattern here, which controlled the price. So you can see that the top line here of this trend channel pattern has been the support in the past. When we came down, we had a bounce, we came down, had a bounce, came down, had a bounce, and then something happened here. That was the final bounce here in June 2022, and then we had here an absolute horrible, incredible sell-off here, and you can see that Xpeng lost 82% here in a couple of weeks. Then we accumulated here in this zone. It looks a little bit, I don't want to talk about a head and shoulder pattern, but we accumulated here, and you can see then we had the next breakout attempt, and I just mentioned before the previous support was here $17. I identified here the make it or break it price level. This is the red line here in the chart at $18.60. So you can see when this has been the support in the past, the support becomes usually our resistance, and this is why Xpeng retested this price level here one more time, tried to break out, but got rejected then. The good news is, guys, we have here two. Is of course always you can spot several trend channel patterns, but we have this this complete trend channel pattern here in the chart. The thin lines which you see here is the let's say the major trend line channel pattern, and we left this already here, guys. So I think it would be possible, of course, to retest this top line here one more time, but for now it looks like that we have a breakout here to the sideways here, that we traded sideways and broke out, and that's why I draw this additional trend channel pattern here in the chart. This with the white lines here, guys. This is what we now have for Xpeng, but I will keep it very simple, so I just talk here about the price level for Xpeng, which are in favor for a squeeze or not. By the way, guys, I always try to predict short squeezes here on my channel. This is one of my missions here, and the main purpose of course is to educate you in trading, but I usually try here to predict short squeezes, and I have also a couple of short squeeze stocks in my pocket which have high squeeze potential, which I release here every Sunday. I call them the hot stocks, and if you see those videos here, or if you want to see those videos, these videos contain tickers with high squeeze potential, and when I release those videos on Sunday, that means that I expect those tickers to squeeze in the very few next trading days. Usually that takes 5 to 10 trading days. There is never a guarantee, of course. I cannot promise nothing, but I just want to show you here our latest squeezes. So in November here, just yesterday, we had this one here, 113% after my video release. We had the squeeze. You can see the day of the release was here. Then we came back to the liquidity zone here, and boom, then we lifted off 113%. Then in October, the biggest squeeze which I predicted was this one here, 854%, just one day after my video release. And in September was even one more violent one. That was this one here, 1400% in just 3 trading days, guys. As I said, there is no guarantee, but if you also want to see these kind of short squeeze stocks, The main purpose, guys, is to educate you in trading. This is very important for me. But if you also want to see these trading content here, you can of course join in our trading community. The most popular membership which I have is the full package membership on Patreon. You can see all the member benefits here, guys, and if you click here the info icon in the corner, you can access the member link for Patreon. Everybody is welcome. We're growing every day, guys, so feel free to become a part of our trading community. So Xpeng, guys, so very interesting price action yesterday. We ripped here 15.6%, and you can already see where we are right now. I said I tried to keep it simple. So the most significant price levels for Xpeng are $11.55, guys. The pink line here is one of the so-called, I call them the make it or break it price levels. Yeah, you can see when the price is trading below $11.55, we get rejected. If the price can come with volume over this trend line here or this price line, we can see a squeeze, and the same happened here and the same happened here again. So the market makers, the algos, are waiting here. $11.55 is the first significant price range, and the second one, and this is where we just got yesterday, we just hit that line yesterday, is $14.20, guys. Here are also the algos waiting. This is the next squeeze trigger zone. You can see when we come with volume over $14.20, then the next price pump will get initiated, and then the price goal is $18.60. That's why I released my video here Friday the 13th of August. I said we have now here very nice breakout attempt, because the bottom was here, the top trend line level was here, so that was very possible to see a breakout, and that exactly happened here after my video release. And since then we can measure that for a second. That was here this day. You can see that Xpeng already pumped or even squeezed 82%. Yeah, this is now very important. The market is of course in favor for short squeezes right now. The market is super bullish, I would say almost overbought, but normally we still have here a rally in November and December. For now I have no bearish signals that a sell-off is incoming, so I think the market rally will continue for November and December, and then maybe January, mid-end of January, we will maybe turn into a bear market, or where we at least see some kind of pullbacks in the market. This is what I can tell you right now based on the signals, but we have to spot that every day. But if we would not be in a squeezable market, guys, we would not see here 854% squeezes in just 2 trading days. So that's why it's very important, guys, now here. I never recommend to FOMO in. We know that Xpeng is already now back in the overbought area here on the RSI, and this is one of the problems which I see right now. You can see that yesterday with the price candle action yesterday, we closed this open gap at $14.46 here. The green line in the chart has been one open gap. If you have no experience with open gaps, guys, yeah, usually the chance that open gaps are get filled is about 90%. You can see after this massive drop which we had here in November 2023, after this spike attempt here, where we also closed here, you can see the green lines are always open up gaps, guys. Gap here, gap here, gap here. We closed those gaps, and that's it, guys. Sayonara. Then the stock just tanked down, and you can see the next open gap which we have is here at $15.07. We closed already this open gap, we closed this open gap, this, and yesterday this open gap. So the last open gap, yeah, which we have here in the near price ranges is $15.07. And when we combine the picture here, when we combine the puzzle, we know that we have the resistance line at $14.20. We had one open gap here, and the last open gap is waiting at $15.07. That could mean, guys, as soon as we close this gap, that the first squeeze attempt here for Xpeng is over, guys. So be careful with that. I don't want to scare you, but I just tell you the chart signals. If we can continue to squeeze, I mean, we have a lot of more open gaps in the chart here, $28, $31, $37. Of course, there is a big chance that we see here a bullish reversal, but when I see this kind of chart patterns here, I can draw a really quick line for you. I don't want to overload here the chart with lines, but just be careful, guys, because we know that we have here some significant price actions here, and that's why when we just draw here a line and see where the top has been here, the tops has been here. So yes, fake outs are possible, guys, and we extend that line right now here a little bit. So yeah, you never can see here the top of the lines. You have to see where the most significant resistance levels are. So that could mean that we see here the final exhaustion gap. You can see that here, that we gap up here, close the open gap, which I enable of course in a second here, guys. So at $15.07, and then maybe we tank down and come down back to $10 or even lower. So be careful with that. As I said, I would not FOMO in right now, but very interesting setup for everybody who is still in this play here and bought in here at the low price levels. Yeah, between $15.07 and $18.60 is maybe smart to take some profits here, but of course there is a potential that the squeeze will go on, and I will of course do an update video on Xpeng for you if we have here some price action incoming. Yeah, guys, if you want to copy the price levels here from my video, everything what you see here is based on TradingView. I said that just before. Most significant is $11.55 and $14.20 are the most important price levels. Next price goal would be, if we close the gap and don't get rejected, $18.60. If you want to copy the price level, guys, then you can also use TradingView for this. I use that chart program for all my videos and of course for all my own trades. If you also want to get that program, I can offer you a discount link. If you click here, the info icon button here in the corner, you get access to my TradingView discount link. You will save $15, and I recommend the premium tier. This is good for beginners and advanced traders. My dear friends, that was my update here on Xpeng. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you could learn something. If you like this content here, guys, if you don't want to miss any updates, please hit the like and subscribe button right now. I thank you so much for your support and see you in the next video. Arigato gozaimasu, vielen Dank, alles Gute mit Xpeng und bis zum nächsten Video. Take care. Bye bye, guys.